What it do, everybody? In this video, we are dropping a four-leg parlay for NFL for our division winners. Four legs, parlay. We're going to hit over parlay plus 1,000 odds. I'm going to be joined with my boy, Jalen, and we're both going to give a four-man parlay for this season's NFL. Let's welcome Jalen from DropZone as well. Let's go.
All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to be giving out our division winners and parlays for that. All right, thank you, Ryan, for the intro. We can do a little cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Hey, cheers to that, brother. Let's go.
Cheers to that. Let's get the juices flowing, right? Football season's back. You know, you can feel it in your veins.
Football is exactly 31 days, but 30 days away. How you feeling about this season?
Oh, man. Well, this is going to be a great season, especially, you see the shirt I'm wearing. Come on now. It's going to be a great season for sure. No, but for everybody, I feel like it's going to be a great season. You got a lot of great players. The NFL is starting to level itself out in the sense of, anybody can win, even though we just in Kansas City went back-to-back. But, you're getting a lot of movement and a lot of great players coming to play, especially in the AFC. So, definitely think that this is about to be one of them seasons that's going to be rememberable for sure.
Let's go. I am literally so excited for this season, man. It's going to be a banger for sure. And as well, I already know you're going to kill it with the college football picks, but we're not on that. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about NFL, and we are making a four-leg parlay for division winners this season. Four. And we're already looking at hitting over plus 1,000 odds. And honestly, there's a good chance that you could throw money on both our parlays and still come out winning some profit. So, hey, I say people should tail, man, because honestly, I'm going to be on your ticket and as well putting money on my ticket as well, too.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to do that. Also, too, is our parlays that we put out, even if you like maybe two from his and two from mine or, one from here, one from there, check them out. But I do feel confident in the picks that we picked.
Yeah, same.
So most definitely look out for that. I'm not looking to lose money. So if I'm not looking to lose money, I'm trying to help you guys win money too. So definitely.
No, we're for sure going to kill it this season. As well, don't forget, you guys, to show some love to us, make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to be posting up videos constantly throughout the NFL season, so any support that we can get from you guys is much well appreciated. So, as long as you guys are supporting, we're going to keep giving out these plays for free. So let's get started. Man. So let's go with your first leg on the parlay. I'm going to pull up my screen over here, get a other screen going so the people can see.
Yeah.
We're going to be using DraftKings as the template, but we personally use Hard Rock Bet app since we live in Florida. But for now, we're going to use the DraftKings Sportsbook template. But the odds are kind of the same. I think the odds are a little bit better on Hard Rock app, but hey, it's still the same thing. So, Jalen, which one are you going for your first leg of the parlay?
So, my first leg of the parlay, and it might be different, how in the order that you put it in, but I'm just going off the top of the head. Who's going to be my most confident? My most confident is going to be the Chiefs, right? No surprise there.
Yes, sir. I already knew that was coming.
Yep. The AFC West, right? AFC West, do I see the Chargers coming out? I mean, that may be their closest threat. Shout out to the Raiders. Love them. Fun team. Don't see them competing. And definitely don't see the Broncos really competing with them either. So just right off the bat, it's not really much that I need to say about the AFC West. You got one juggernaut and three ants there. So ain't really much. They've been killing ants with a sledgehammer for the last, 9 years since Patrick Mahomes got there. And I don't see them giving that up with Patrick Mahomes there. So where my money is, prove me wrong, but my money's going to be on the sure thing. And with Patrick Mahomes, all right?
Basically, simple as that. Don't bet against Patrick Mahomes. The guy's turning into the new Tom Brady of you just don't bet against him.
Listen, we've went back-to-back Super Bowls betting against him where I thought the other team had the better team, right? Guess what? It doesn't matter. That guy there doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what position and whatever. It's like the next Brady effect, right? It doesn't matter who's on that other side. When the lights are brightest, you got Patrick Mahomes. So, definitely AFC West going with the Chiefs. I'll just go down south. So AFC South, CJ.
So we're going to your next leg, correct?
Yeah, definitely. Moving right on. That my last one, that's like a given, right?
Okay.
That's almost like, all right, that's the lock of it, right?
So the next leg is who for the AFC South?
AFC South, I'm going with the Texans. Love them,
Excellent.
like them. I don't see really too much resistance there either. I mean, I thought that the Jaguars would do more, especially after last season. I'm not very confident in Trevor Lawrence like that anymore, right? Still think he's a great player. Still love Doug Peterson as a coach, right? You got Travis Etienne there. But letting Ridley go was a big head scratcher for me. I know
I agree.
money wise.
Ridley. I love that. That's a great wide receiver. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So my thing is, I get the money, but I mean, really, I think he was a huge factor there, especially with inconsistent quarterback that can be great, right? Shows you flashes that could be good. His confidence, I don't know, it's like where it's at. It's up and down. So the Jaguars, I don't know about them really. Like, I don't see them competing. And it seems like every team in the AFC South is going down, and the Texans are like on a meteoric rise, right?
Yeah, all their new pickups, CJ Stroud killing it last season. You even told me that you like him to win MVP this season, probably.
Yeah, so that's I like either him. I like him or Tua, right? We're gonna get into that too. All right.
Of course.
And then I don't see the Titans either, right? So I don't really see. Even though Will Levis, right? He showed us something like, okay, maybe, right? So, but with Derrick Henry gone, it's like that's a rebuild. So.
Yeah. Tennessee Titans are at plus 1,000 to win the division. They're last in the odd books in their division. I don't see them winning at all. Don't really see the Colts. So I agree on the Texans for sure. Like, they're at plus 105, one of my favorite odd numbers, and everything you said makes sense, man. They look like
looks good too. And then you got also too. You got they got a great defensive coach, right? Will Anderson. Right, going into his sophomore year, CJ Stroud going into his sophomore year, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, right? Like
the Diggs pickup.
Right? This is the most fun a Texans team's been since maybe when Deshaun Watson was very early on there, right? When DeAndre Hopkins, that's the last time it was a fun thing. But this thing right here seems like a freight train going, and they're just adding. So that's gonna be my pick. And like I said, the Derrick Henry is gonna lead me into my next thing. So my next pick is going to be coming from the AFC North, right? AFC North, who I think is winning the AFC North. A lot of people are, the Bengals. No. Repeat. Ravens.
The Ravens. Okay. The Ravens at plus 145. So you got them over the Bengals.
Actually, Broward County, baby. Lamar Jackson, baby. That's my guy right there.
Kodak, baby.
Love him. And then you add a back like Derrick Henry there. Oh, my God. Do you know what the RPO or run pass option is going to look there? Right? Let's get these receivers healthy. Right? Stick to the run game. I feel like in the championship game, right? AFC championship game, they got away from their bread and butter and running the ball. That's why they went and got Derrick Henry. Okay? Because right with him back there and Lamar Jackson and, Justice Hill, and a few other guys. So getting away from that, you don't want to get away from that. And I feel like with Derrick Henry back there, you're not getting away from that, right? You can run that ball 30 times, put in his stomach 30 times, and then you have Lamar Jackson option or RPO run pass option. So I'm definitely going with them. Joe Burrow's, right? A lot of people have said, this quarterback, all these quarterbacks are injury prone. I mean, Joe Burrow's shown he's injury prone, right? Like he's shown that he's injury prone, right? He had a season-ending injury. And then had another one, the season-ending injury last year. So until he shows, he has shown that he could be good, but show me that you can stay on the field too, right, for him to go into the postseason and things like that, right? And then T. Higgins, right? Let's see what happens there. So you got a lot of different things there. Joe Mixon's gone, right? Joe Mixon's actually to the Texans. That's another thing on that freight train down south. So. You got Joe Mixon gone. We don't know what's going to happen with T. Higgins. He might come in disgruntled and then, pretty much. I love Jamar Chase a lot, but to me, he's not overrated. He is great, but I don't think he's a Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
So, we're going to see what happens there, but I don't see that. I do like the Steelers pickups, though. I do like Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields is going to be a stud in Pittsburgh. I don't care what they did. Chicago Bears have never had a good quarterback, never have had a great quarterback, right? So I remember Rex Grossman was all right there, and it was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's no good quarterbacks that came out of there. I think he's gonna ball. I think he is gonna end up being a very good player and a rememberable player for Pittsburgh, but not this year, pal. So we are going with the Ravens.
Nice.
But Justin Fields, I'm looking out for you, buddy.
Sounds good. So what is your last leg of this parlay, man? I'm dying to hear it, but I already have a good feeling.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna keep it in the AFC East, right?
AFC East.
Being down south. Baby, look, this ain't nothing hot about it, right? And I'm not just saying that because that's my team, right? But I'm gonna go. It's the Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't see, it's the Dolphins.
We are Dolphins fans, but
so it is the Dolphins. Look, it is the Dolphins, right? So, let me actually show y'all one time, right?
Oh God,
that Dolphins, baby.
Oh, God.
Right? It wasn't gonna be anything else. We're going with the Dolphins, right? Tua, I'm going either CJ Stroud or Tua is gonna be MVP, right? I'm gonna double down on something as well. We're gonna beat the Bills not once, twice this year. We're gonna sweep the Bills this year. That's my prediction. We're sweeping the Bills this year. We're gonna whoop their ass here, and then we're gonna whoop their ass all the way up in Buffalo.
Bills, you're about to get all the Bills viewers hot.
That's fine. Look, get them hot. Get them hot. But we're going to spank that ass twice. Not once, twice. We're going to beat them. The change of the guard is coming this year. The Dolphins are taking it, right? Offense looks great, right?
They do. Offense looks great. The pickups, too. Insane.
Pickup, right? Washington, right? From Virginia. Oh, man. When I tell you guys, for you guys that don't watch college football, and I'm not going to get too much into college football right now, I'm just telling you, Google number 4 for Virginia and let me know what you find out. He is cold-blooded, and I'm just going to say that. We're going to leave college football for another time. But our receiving core is going to be crazy, right? Running backs, right? A-chain, monster year coming. Mostert's going to continue doing his thing, right? We're going to get that offensive line right. Defense, right? Big Fangio's gone, right? Jordan Poyer, Javon Holland, right? I'm telling you. Right? Chop Robinson, baby. Chop Robinson, baby. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things I could say about the Dolphins. Obviously, I'm a Dolphins fan, so I could go on for an hour here. But the Jets, I'm not worried about them. Everybody's hype on the Jets. We're going to kick their ass too. But, and then the Patriots, it's either the Bills or the Dolphins, really, right? Ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to stomp their ass. We're going to go up there and whoop their ass. And then when they come down here, they're going to get their head kicked in too. Those are my picks. I'm going with the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Texans, and the Chiefs as my 4 teams on my parlay and for my division winners. So I will let Ryan take it over here and give his picks on how we're going to make you guys some money this year. For the
that parlay is coming in at a whopping plus 2,061. Plus
2,061, baby.
2,061 is coming at those odds, and everything's explained very well. I like it a lot. I don't see how this doesn't hit too. The only one that may be a little bit concerned, Miami Dolphins, because at the plus 200 odds. But at the same time, I love all the other picks as well too. I do, even as a Dolphins fan saying that. So let's clear that up and everything. And now we're gonna go with my 4 leg.
Let's see who you like, Ryan.
I don't want you judging too hard. So we're gonna go off the easy. We're gonna take it easy. Yeah, we're gonna take it easy and go forward and everything. My first pick is gonna be, we gotta go with this team, especially what they did last season. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. The 49ers is going to be my first leg at minus 195. The team who dominated everybody in 2023 and went to the Super Bowl. They gave everybody a run for their money. Even though the Brandon Ayuk situation, the contract situation, and him requesting a trade is a little bit of a concern, the team is still loaded with playmakers. I still see them producing a great season. Purdy was 5th. It was the 5th quarterback of all time to score 30 or more touchdowns with 4,000 passing yards. McCaffrey led the NFL in rushing yards and TDs with Raheem Mostert. And, they still have one of the best defenses with Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. I love the 49ers to go far and win the division. I'm not really worried about the Rams. I'm not worried about the Seahawks, and I'm not worried about the Cardinals. Cardinals do have a healthy Kyler Murray now, but I still don't see them. I still see them as still the biggest threat in the NFL.
Yeah, that's a rebuild team too. Even coming with them getting Marvin Harrison Jr., I like to see.
Yeah,
I'm going to like it. The games are going to be good. But I don't see the 49ers going anywhere. And the most important part out of everybody you said there is Kyle Shanahan, right? Kyle Shanahan's still there. You're going to
he's
have yourself a good football team.
exactly top tier coach, man. Gotta give it to him for sure. He did an outstanding job last season. So for my second leg, I'm gonna go. It's a little sleeper play, but they're favorite odds for a good reason. I'm gonna take the Falcons at -120.
Okay, I like that pick.
Yeah, the Falcons. The Falcons are in the division with the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Panthers. Buccaneers, Mayfield, no. Derek Carr and the Saints, no, and I'm not worried about the Panthers. Falcons finally have an experienced veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins, and as well too they hired the new coach for the team, who was the defensive coordinator for the Rams, and as well did a few years on the Bucks too. So nobody knows yet. Nobody knows yet the NFC South more than Raheem Morris. I think he's going to be a great coach. I think he's going to be somebody who's going to play a big part in this team, succeeding and getting wins. And I think as well too, the combination with Pitts and Kirk Cousins, I think that's going to be a big deal, man. Because I don't think he got as much recognition as he did last season. But I think with Kirk Cousins, I think he's going to play a hell. I think he's going to play. You're going to see a lot more quality performance from him, and as well too. I do. And what happened?
I was like him and Drake London too. You got Drake London out there, right? They've been needing a quarterback. One thing I'll add on to what you said about the quarterback situation. Yeah, they got Kirk Cousins, right? Yeah, everybody makes jokes in it, but Kirk Cousins is a good to great quarterback, right? He's
very experienced one too.
Yeah, and then you got a backup in Michael Penix, right? We just watched, Washington go crazy last year. So Michael Penix, I'm very excited about him as well. He's not going to start, but you definitely have a great backup there.
Yeah,
I'll add to that.
And just to add on a little bit to add on to it and everything, it is said that the Falcons have one of the easiest schedules in the NFL, and that's what just as well I love. Like when you the main thing,
they play the NFC South 2 times each time.
Yeah, it's like that's one thing you gotta look at when you do these division winners. You gotta look at who they're playing. If they have a tough schedule, you gotta look at that. They could be a great dominant team, but as well too, you gotta look at if they're gonna be able to win the division based off who they play and everything. They're playing tough teams. That's gonna be it's gonna be hard to win the division coming off from that. But yep, my second parlay leg will be the Atlanta Falcons at -120. My third one. Got to give some recognition for what this team did last season. They are one of the most exciting competitive teams in the NFL. They came short with just a field goal to go to the Super Bowl. Got to give it to the Lions. Lions are one of those teams that are here to stay. They finally won the division for the first time after 30 years. They came out of nowhere and just absolutely killed it with Dan Campbell did an amazing job.
Dan Campbell kicked the ball. Dan Campbell kicked the ball sometimes.
Honestly.
Sometimes. Like not every time.
Yeah.
They could have won that game. Kick the ball, Dan Campbell. Yeah. Please kick the ball sometimes. Not even all the time. Just kick it 50% of the time.
He said after that he gambled it and lost. He gambled it. He gambled that play. And the reason why I was kind of iffy about this, I was thinking about picking the Lions or the Packers, because Packers are a good young team who have great players, and as well with the Jordan Love and everything, I think this guy is has a lot of potential to be as well MVP this season and lead the NFL in like yards, and maybe not TDs but yards. Man, this guy has an arm. He's great. But as well too, what I looked at is that they have a very tough schedule, a very tough one. And I looked at that. And that's the reason why I kind of stared off of them. And because I think they have such a tough schedule is the reason why the odds are so far apart. Because the Lions are at +135, while the Packers are at +225, and I think it's because of the scheduling of who they're facing.
I haven't looked. Because I usually what happens is you play everybody in the division. And then you guys play like a different division, right? So like, for example, I'm not saying that this is the case, but like the NFC North will play like the AFC East, right? And they'll play every team there. There's other teams, obviously, you're going to play. I'm sure that there's teams that the Packers are put to play because they're the Packers.
Yeah.
On primetime games that the Lions are probably not going to play, or the Bears aren't going to probably play.
Mhm.
So there are probably teams there. I'm just curious, who do they play? If you have the schedule there, if they play anybody, because I'm pretty sure that
Who, the Packers?
they might have those games, right? Where they're primetime games that the other division players are going to play. We'll get back to that, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
We'll get back to that. It's just something I noticed, and why I a factor why I picked the Lions to kind of take this leg and everything. Like I said, they had such an amazing season for 2023, and I like them to pull it off and win the division once again. But for my last and final leg,
before you go with last and final leg, one thing I want to add in the NFC North, let's see how the Bears are going to do. They're not going to do anything this year, right? Because they're going to be young. But that's someone to watch. So that NFC North might turn into a juggernaut, right? Like one of these, right? Like might turn into one of these juggernaut things because, right? You got the Lions, hitting on all cylinders. You got the Packers, they're right there, ready to go. And then now we don't know. Yeah, you could have the Chicago Bears there, so that's something to look out for there. Yeah. I do think the Detroit Lions win too, but that division is getting rough.
Yeah,
as time goes on. So,
the Bears defense has always been on point, and they're a good reason why they stay in these stay in the season and everything for a chance to go far and everything. The offense is just always lagged with the Caleb Williams pick and the Rome on Dunce pick and everything. They should look to see.
Is going to be that we got Keenan Allen too, so let's see.
Yeah. So with the pickups, like I said, their offense has always struggled and everything, but they should have a good season this season at the end of the day. But I still like the Lions to win. But the Bears are definitely something to look out for. If you do like the Bears, it's not a bad.
The Bears are definitely going to give Green Bay more hell than they're going to give the Lions just because of that rivalry.
Oh yeah,
right. They're going to give each other hell and beat each other up. So I definitely think that the Lions, skate past that. But yeah, that's some good football. I like to watch in that division this season.
Of course. Everybody loves that type of rivalry. The Bears and Packers is a legendary rivalry. We love it. And for my last leg, I didn't even give you a heads up but it's going to catch you off guard.
Go ahead.
But I had to do it. It's like I don't know who else to pick. And
Cowboys.
No. It's not the Cowboys. It's not the Cowboys. I'm going with the Cincinnati Bengals. I gotta go with them. And look, we don't have to go on it. We could do another video and talk about that, but I'll just get back in.
Is it the Joe Burrow redemption tour?
Oh yeah, of course, man. When you have a healthy Joe Burrow, that guy hits on all cylinders. He's amazing. I love a Joe Burrow, and the reason why I'm picking him to have such a great season is because finally the Cincinnati Bengals have done what they need to do this offseason and have picked up a good offensive players on the offensive line to help protect and keep them comfortable and keep them safe. They picked up the left tackle, Trent Brown, and they picked up the right tackle from Georgia, Marius Mims in the first round. Now that he's got a good offensive line, they could be unstoppable. Now that he has good protection, they could be unstoppable. Their win total is at 10.5 on the books, and I think that shit is ain't over. I love Joe Burrow this season, man. This is the redemption tour. That's how I look at it, and I don't mean to go against your pick, but it is a good hedge at the end of the day. Since we all have different picks, we come down to because it's going to be between those two. It's going to be close. Mm-hmm. Their odds are very, very close. You got the Ravens at plus 145, and you got the Bengals at plus 140. They're the closest odds in the entire division. It's a good hedge. Whether you put money,
I'm not against the pick. Like I said, my thing is or what I did was when them tight games, right? The Ravens, they just during the regular season they go like now the playoffs is different, but that's more so why I picked my pick. I understand why you picked your pick too because I do think Joe Burrow, right? We're gonna see. My only thing about that is how healthy is Joe Burrow gonna be, right? How healthy is he gonna be? The run Joe Mixon's gone, so there that kind of helps Joe Burrow so it's like I couldn't pick them, right? Obviously, I'm gonna go with my boy Lamar.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know. Whatever. But yeah, it's a good pick. It definitely could happen. I would. It's not something like where it's a Kansas where you pick the Broncos, right? I'm like, if you would have picked that, I would have shut this. I would have been like, let's come back tomorrow and discuss something else
And
because you might have hit your head.
we are here to
But
make people. We're here to make people money. We're not going to give you no crazy odds and everything. We are giving you efficient, on point, good on paper picks to help everybody cash. That's what we do. That's what we do here in DropZone. We give efficient picks so everybody cashes. And my parlay comes out to a total of plus 1,464. You hit the higher head on it, but at the end of the day, these are both two parlays with plus 1,000 odds that can give us a good cash out at the end of the day. You put 100.
Absolutely. You could honestly put 100 on both, and there's
Still
a possibility that you're right there. So
and still cash, and that's how I like it. We have one little difference on one team, but everything else is still like I love all our teams to hit this season, and I think we're going to do really good this season. And so that's it, man. 2 parlays plus over 1,000 odds. That's it for
we
yeah.
definitely got some videos coming for you guys as well. So this is going to be something that's going to be on a regular basis. Like you said, with this, we're here to make you guys money. We're here to bring you some entertainment, and just give you more of an insight of how we're thinking and we go about picks. Right, this is going to be a great football season. Right, I feel like it's going to be
a great football season.
Absolutely.
One more cheers to that. One more cheers to another great season. It's going to be a great one.
Cheers.
Just 30 more days. Just 30 more days.
We are going to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yes. I love it.
I'm going to sneak that one in. I'm going to sneak that. I'm going to sneak me a little futures bet in. So you guys are with me, right? It could be $25. Put the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl, baby.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before you guys leave, make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. We're going to keep doing this for free. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at DropZone211, where we give out all our plays and parlays for free. No Discord, no selling picks. Everything is for free. Thank you guys for tuning in. We hope you guys have a great night. And let's go. DropZone, baby.
DropZone, baby. Let's go. NFL 30 days. Let's get it.
30 days.